can't do this mission because it's super bugged, apparently. Decided to go back to one chapel. What was that? That's Mary's funeral. Okay, I guess I'll do that. I do have a quest here. Inside the hospital. Game lags a lot inside the hospital, so bear with me. It's not marked though. Dr. Swansea. Dr. Thoreau. Oh, maybe if I talk to him.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
But it's not reporting.
Goodbye,
yet.
Dr. Strickland.
I need to know where that woman is. Oh, it's Edgar. My bad.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very
you tell
capable
me.
woman.
Thought I did it right.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
So where's your mission?
We'll talk later.
You're supposed to give me a mission. Oh, okay. As a scholar and executive of ancestor writings, I will never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampires and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals, based on what we know and what we gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was the vernacular term for what we had learned to call econ, until the day for explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volkots were a lupine type of vampire. We consider these creatures to be mythological werewolves. Now we know it is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa? My homeland, what about the Chinese Yangtze or the Puchin of southern Chile? And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bad-shaped women sometimes seen flying around St. James Church in Louth? About the creatures only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies, which tried to destroy London in 1666, with breeding plague all around the city. What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter? Described by ancestral British icons as a legendary huntsman who feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed amongst the animals anymore. I told him my brothers we never can be too sure of what we could find, only we could forget for a few minutes what we were supposed to already know. From unbelieving Nibet, I heard tell through the pyramid of St. Paul. Hospital, Fort August, Dr. Swan said, I would be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's open. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war and I would be glad to serve my country again. I know the same being of his dad as for the living, but I believe to welcome and take good care of our departed too. So sure I will do my best duty to the best of my ability. Qualifications. Sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. But to you that my regiment doctor during the war and that I saved many lives. My word is not enough. You can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. From that, even if I never follow any medical studies, the world taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Get that up, doctor. I got a hand about him. Nice. Warning letter. Doctor Jones, I must his reservation considering the doctor threw a street like Harvey. Big case. Mr. Fig has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. Burning of his arm, if not adequate. Dr. Stringland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also save functions for complication arise. For young colleges and days, surgeon will agree professional interest, but for now he lacks the skills to perform a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past since listen to me. I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Respectful, Dr. Wick. More clues. Okay, so I gotta go to the cemetery now.
I'm sorry you ended up.
Mission. I still can't do it. I don't know why. I don't even remember how to play this game, so. I don't really remember how to play it.
It's elite! No! Oh God, no! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
My weapon is pretty broken. That I remember. That I do remember very, very well. What's in here? Okay, so hideout is through there. Safe place to rest and crap. Oh, did I remove them? Okay. So how did I walk?
Let's hit it! Get your weapons ready! We found one! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Die, vermin!
Dude, I hate the ranged ones. I keep pressing F to lock and then like an eye. Fuckers. Let's go to the tomb. Let's go to the cemetery.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
I don't remember how you walked in this game, honestly. How did you walk? Isn't there a button to walk? Fuck, dude. Don't remember, honestly. There's skulls there. It's making a lot of damage now. Nice, I can get there. I can get to her first. Hello, Xiao Shun.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Xiao Shun couldn't find the strength to leave her husband's tomb.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Nice.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do
Xiao Shun hasn't died
to
for
defeat
6
this
days.
terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are
Xiaoxun feels guilty for not spotting her husband's condition.
all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
So, basically I got 3 clues from their life in London and personal questions.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Yeah, dude, that was so bad. I didn't thought that would happen, actually.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoxun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
It's like it's crawling with vampires and she just leaves.
Goodbye for now.
They only give me
So
all
many
the time.
new graves. Though I still feel so disconnected from the others then.
Okay, I did her mission then. I hope so. I do have to heal these guys. Mason has a migraine. Gruman is cold. Oh, Ian's the woman that I don't know, so I can't actually heal her. Hospital is so weird. There's no more patients. Oh no, these are missions, of course. Yeah, Enid is. I don't know Enid. There's already sanitized. This guy. 2 guys with cold and rain. Not good. That's not good. It's serious because I don't have Dorothy here. It'll never be sanitized. So bad, dude. So bad that she died. Find someone who can Braille. I can't heal him because it doesn't open the door for me. I could heal Catagon Bates, but I don't know where he's. I don't remember. Okay, no more. And this one is the one that's stuck. Which is what to do with Jackie Dickens' watch. Bring it back to a relative, sell it to someone else. I have to give it to Enid, but I don't know where she lives. I think she lives like here, the Western Docks. This place that I can't get into. Other than that, the quests are pretty good. But I do remember I had the second book of Braille. Pretty sure I grabbed 2. I don't know why it's 1 of 4. Well, let's go to the funeral.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a boss fight or something here.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Every night? I
I'm
guess.
learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see?
You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Let's go confess, boys. Heck, guess I can go to the St. Mary's Church. But Kappa. For sure, yeah. I already knew this place. No need to go in there again.
It's one of them! Cross the league, boys!
Fucking straight,
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Jesus. It's fucking big
Ascalon
and
does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
His fist is the size of his chest, dude.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Why is there... Oh, they're gonna fight.
It's one of them!
Oh, I guess the vampire is gonna kill the guy. It makes so much damage.
That leech is fast!
Yeah, fast boy. Okay, right here. Father, open up, please.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
Just confess, dude.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Should I just go full honesty? It's not even. I just know I care for her.
She
Let's just
was
go
my
full
sister.
honesty, I guess.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
Guilty? I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
Please forgive me.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
It's an easy way to take away the guilt of killing someone.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Time will tell. Yeah, I was meet Edgar's once at the hospital. Okay, so I'm at Whitechapel. This is Whitechapel. So I should look for... Mason is the blind guy. Right, so I can't talk to him. But I should be able to talk to Kat again. And to Richard. Who has a cold. Richard supposedly is here. If I remember correctly. It's Richard, right? Yes. Richard.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good...
So, do I have anything else to... the news on Cranes?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Oh, you can't see that because of my... It's okay, please.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important.
I'll leave you alone.
She's the one that he's gotten sick twice already. Right? Okay, so he's recovering now. You need to find Kat again. To find Kat again. I really don't know where that guy is. Honestly. I have no idea where he stands. That's Camellia. Clayton. Oh, these are the ones that I missed an opportunity with them as well because they liked each other. And I just gave her the handkerchief she lost. And I should have taken it to him. But there was a catch. I had to talk to her first. To leave her son.
We even used to be neighbours for Christ's sake.
Oh, there he is. Nice. Hey, cat again.
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a reward, you'll be...
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
A fucking asshole.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Come on, dude. Cadogan is making money by renting school the fastest they watch out migrants.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I'm not interested, Mama.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no, then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamburer's shit.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
Like here?
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Cadogan says Georgie Crane dispensary is a fine thing since she keeps his tenants in good health. Yeah, but she's died, dude.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack
Perfect
faith.
playthrough.
Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
What the fuck? It's cool. I have it.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
I'm a good
Goodbye,
doctor,
Mr.
Just take care of the patients. Okay, so if I correct, I just need Mason, who doesn't open his door for me, and I have no idea how to do that. I guess I need to get the 4 braille thingies first, and then I have to heal Enid. There's this entire amount of people that I have no idea how to get to. But Enid is sick, and I don't know where she is. So I have braille things to find. Then I have this thing that is pretty much stuck, and I have this one that can't talk to Enid. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go back to the hospital. Can I even do fast travel between points? I wonder. I don't think I can actually fast travel, right? I don't think there's a way to fast travel, so.
As long as you have the money.
Death is all around us.
Guess I'll just run.
Best stay back, sir.
It's a
mine. See how he dressed? Looks like an animal. The beast must die. Away with you!
Dude, the fucking cross.
Keep sharp, lads!
Dude, can you let me hit?
We'll crush this beast! Filthy murdering bastard!
Dude, he's not letting me move, honestly. Yeah. Okay, set. Just gotta keep going. More enemies. Didn't see me? There's another one. Fucking serious? Well, at least you're not seeing me. I'll kill this one first.
Over there! There's one of them!
He still didn't see me?
A leech! A leech!
Can't move. I'm stuck.
Remember your vows, friend! We're all back to the hell that spawned you! Go on!
Right, dude. just gotta get through here. And we're back at the hospital.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
PS drops. Who the fuck are you?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
The hell?
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
Second one, for sure.
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
I'm really about to do the secondary mission because I do have the materials to do it. But somehow it just bugged itself, and I'm not gonna be able to do it.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Yeah, you walk away, boy.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What's going on?
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
Isn't this place
This
completely
hospital is
sanitized?
their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you. and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Yes, put an end to seeing Hampton's savagery. Will do, sir, will do.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
I have no idea how you walked in the game. Like, I thought it was alt. Turns out it isn't. Oh, it's Q. It's Q to walk. Okay, so now I have to go to the docks. I really want to do this mission, but it just doesn't work. I'm just gonna end this stream. It was 1 hour. It's more than I thought I was gonna stream, so it's actually pretty good news. It says to bring them to my work table. This is my work table. But there's nothing here to do. Nothing at all. I also got like a ring. Always have one of. Shh. Okay. Where did my ring go? Remember I grabbed the ring. Here. Main rings. You can only sell them. Looks like I can't dismantle them. Oh. Don't want to sleep though, because that will advance time and I do need to kill a lot of people. Just right now. Also this guy. Migraine. Well, thanks to everyone that came by to see the stream. Now, see ya.